Tech Ops as a whole is very, very passionate about making sure that equipment's available.
We're going to run out and get that equipment back online.
Whether you're short people, whether you're short money, we always make it happen.
But it's not worth the life of any of our employees.
You know we'll do our best to keep the NAS running under any condition, and we'll make sure we protect ourselves.
Safety is supposed to be paramount with the FAA, and so I think we take that to heart. And so there's times when we may get a call out, but if it's bad weather, we can't always just come out.
There are extreme temperatures in the summer.
120 degree surface temperature on a piece of equipment makes it that much harder to work on.
A humid day where a technician, he's working on high voltage and the ground is wet, he can slip on the tower and hit his head.
And in the winter, it can be as cold as
45 to 100 below zero.
Freezing rain, heavy snows, high winds.
6 to 8 feet of snow, and it's drifting.
The drift gets up to about 25 feet deep.
We're talking hurricanes.
And now you're facing down power lines.
Tropical rains.
Driving through and around debris.
Lightning.
There's no street lights.
All those factor into whether or not an employee can get to the site.
And weather isn't the only thing on our minds. We often travel long distances over challenging terrain.
We've got some facilities that are out in the middle of nowhere.
It's a mountaintop site.
It's international.
To the top of the world.
And swamps.
The wilderness.
It's on an island.
Out in very remote villages.
You got these remote facilities. It's an hour, 2-hour drive.
3.5, 4 hours to get to.
4 hours just to drive to it, and that's on a good day.
We normally go by snowcat.
We have to go there by boat.
We've been flying up by helicopter.
In small airplanes.
So we've experienced a lot of tire blowouts.
We've had employees that have been stuck out somewhere.
There's no cell phone coverage.
He's there by himself.
There's nobody there to call for help.
So we have to assess whether or not it's a good time to send somebody.
Sometimes getting there is the easy part. Other dangers lurk out at those facilities, both animal and human.
You have some remote sites. They're visited maybe monthly. When man is away from a place for a month, nature takes over.
Some places we've got wildlife.
Sometimes you get rodents, owls,
Snake issues.
snakes,
You got gators.
alligators.
moose,
There's mountain lions.
bears.
Brown bear.
Polar bears and grizzly bears.
This raccoon
You'll get animals in the power panel.
likes to live below our radar.
You'll get animals in the racks.
That is a challenge,
You might even have animals in a storage cabinet.
and it can be scary.
And at night, nature takes over, so we leave.
Sometimes it's the stuff inside the cities. There's some equipment in some bad locations.
There is a crime element out there.
You got strong gang activity, you got strong drug use activity.
And we have a facility that actually has bullet holes through the door. For people's safety, I just never send anybody there at night.
Working at night does present some challenges. You can't believe how dark it is out here.
Nighttime adds a layer of difficulty.
We don't like to climb in the dark because
You don't have the visibility.
if you're going up a tower and you knock something loose, you'd rather see it coming than have it take you out sideways.
You look around now during the day and everything seems safe. It's a whole different ballgame in the middle of the night when you can't see anything.
Speaking of night, the challenge isn't just visibility. It's also a fatigue issue.
Fatigue is a big part of our thinking now. If you get somebody who just finished a 10-hour shift and we get a call of a major outage and we put that person back out there, his thinking isn't really 100% there.
That's when mistakes happen. That's when people get hurt. So when air traffic calls us at 9 o'clock at night and that technician arrives at the office at 10, he drives that site that's 2.5 hours away, and then he spends the next hour and a half working on the equipment. And now he's got the 2.5 hour drive back, so now it's 4:30, and this guy hasn't been to bed yet.
People have to get their rest, and sometimes it's going to cause an outage to be longer than planned.
Keeping the NAS running is our duty. Making sure we're safe is our responsibility. And your support goes a long way.
Air traffic has been very good in working with us the last 5 years.
Once we explain to them what the conditions are and what it takes to do the job,
They are more receptive when we're trying to explain to them it's taking us time because of the conditions.
If we get a call in the middle of the night, now because of the cooperation we developed with air traffic, they would just say it can wait till the morning, we have alternate procedures in place.
cooperation is there and they're becoming more and more aware of what the situations are.
That goes a long way towards strengthening the bond between air traffic and Tech Ops.
It's absolutely awesome to see when we cooperate, we can actually find resolutions to our problems.